Alright, this is WhyBeAre with some more Black Mesa / Half-Life.
Breath yet?
Yes, I have my breath guy. I don't know if you could hear, but he said get your breath yet. So we're going to continue on. This hallway was redone, as you could plainly see. If you go through here, there's also this little tiny closet that was added. You could throw the chairs around, mess with physics. Because that's what you do in games with physics, really. You just mess around. At least if you're me. Continuing on. There's two of these guys, just like there are in Half-Life. Go and take them out. There we are.
Well played.
So go through here. There's a couple enemies right around this corner. We're going to try to peek around it. Alright, there we go. Run down here, grab that health, even though I'm mostly full. Again, more explosives. We're going to go and break this box. Now, normally in Half-Life, a couple more enemies would spawn here when you're coming back up. None in Black Mesa, though. And then we're going to have a guy coming around soon.
Hey, what are you still doing down here? Get topside. I hear troops are coming in to save us.
A little bit sooner than I remembered, but yeah, I guess that's technically still soon. And we're going to look at this window real quick. I'm going to really, just to show this difference off, we're going to break the glass out. There we go, that's good enough. Alright, so if you look closely in here, let's see if we could bring it up there. You can see some ammunition and stuff in there. No, we can't be going. Shut up, you. But there's some ammunition in there and stuff, and usually in Half-Life you can get in this door. As far as I can tell, there's no way in there in Black Mesa. This door is obviously locked, and then you can't fit through there. There's no prone, so you can't get through.
Sure we're going the right way?
But in Half-Life you can. There is half of the path to it, though. So we're gonna... Why do you say you feel a lot better if I reloaded? Yeah. Guess I'm not fully reloaded.
I got your back.
But we're gonna go ahead and go through the vent. Like I said, this vent is half here in Half-Life. Well, no, half... It's double as much in Half-Life. Half of it's here only. So, this area right here just is totally different. It's like in Half-Life, it's the section where you have a fan you have to jump over with a broken blade. This one is just a fan you turn off. So they kept the idea of the fan, though. Go through the vents. I'm not going to be able to say, like, oh, this vent is at a different angle. I don't remember that. Come on now. That's too tedious of a detail for me to remember. I mean, 90% of what I do is the small details just because that's, you know, the focus. But angles of vents, that's, well, oh shit, I lied. The vents are different, I forgot. Just temporarily. In Half-Life, there's a little area where you're kind of walking above the vents before this, and then you get to here. Black Mesa is straight up vents to here. Perfect jumping.
80%.
So,
Power 95%.
I don't know why I waited for it to say 95%, but this is the end of this vent system in Black Mesa. In Half-Life, you could keep on going, and eventually those vents lead you to that room I showed you. Here, they just kind of end here. So we're going to jump back over here just to make sure. See, these things do not break, and you cannot use the use key on them. That is for both of them. So you can't re-enter the vents there. There's simply no way to get into that room. But it's funny that they still have weapons and stuff in there like you could. So we're going to try to make this jump. I don't think I will. I didn't when I tried before, but we're going to try it anyways. Oh, perfect. Alright. Alright, so that way I don't lose health. Because here you just fall and get crunched. You just crunch your legs up and then you get hurt. It really doesn't matter because there's a health station. I mean, I really could have just jumped and been like, fuck it, I'll use the heal. But, no, well, it doesn't matter. It gives me some time to go through those vents in the Half-Life video, you know. Easier for editing. Okay, here we are. So we're going to continue on. Let's see, are my allies here? 1, 2,
Call it a hunch, but
3,
we should
perfect.
probably be doing something.
Alright, so here's the cafeteria. There's tons of enemies here. I'll just kind of start the fighting. And then I'll let them take care of some of it too, because, man, if I got them as a resource, I'm going to use them.
Close. Hey, I got one!
Alright, clear it out. And just for the video's sake, we're gonna do a quick pan of this room. You can see all the details they added. Alright, they even got a full menu you could read, even like fair deals. You know, I would say yeah, fucking burrito for $4. I'd buy that. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue on. Up through here, we're gonna have a place where these guys are eating people. They were eating them in Half-Life 2. Oh, that headcrab's still alive. Slap, slap. Alright, break the box too, just in case. Go ahead and grab a little bit of health I lost. And we're going into the freezer now. One big difference we'll go over. Really, it's mostly the same besides that. So there's going to be somebody screaming. Just like in Half-Life. I think they're running from a different enemy, but that's not too important. Go and kill the enemy that's chasing her, but after that we're gonna backtrack actually. Well, you know what? I guess we could do it this way. We'll go into this room first. There's a health in here, some ammunition, an event over here which we'll be going through soon. Anyways, we're doing this slightly different path than I planned because I walked in too far for those enemies. But over here we got one of these bad boys. Just go ahead and try to smush them with the big gun. Break those boxes up because they're in the way. And one thing I gotta point out, it's a stupid little detail. The meat carcasses do not break apart like they do in Half-Life. Hey, I'm trying to hit this meat carcass here. In Half-Life they shatter. Here they just splatter blood. That's it. Anyways, another small difference is you gotta go over here and grab this here wheel thing for the valve. I should know the technical term for that, but I don't. No, I really should know the technical term because it's like my fucking job is churn valves. Well, what I plan to do, you know. But I should know this shit. I don't. I know the different types of valves. I don't fucking know the name of the piece as well. Alright, so let's see how's that. What we're doing right now is we're lining this up with the those two vents right there. That should be about right. That's good. Well, we could do it a little more precise, just a little bit more. Perfect. Alright. So now we're going to backtrack through here and go up here and through the vents. And the one difference I was really talking about is the way that lift works. In Half-Life, it's a lift that forever moves back and forth, like left to right, and it never stops. This one, you have full control over it, and you just place it, line it up, and you go. So it's just a small little detail. Gameplay-wise, I can see why you'd use the one like this and whatnot, but you know, whatever. One thing, I don't know why, but seeing that thing swing like that, like my heart rate really just jumped. I'm not like, you know, the kind of person who does those let's plays like, oh my god, look at that fucking Slender Man, but my heart rate just went like, what the fuck was that? Because that fucking hook was all wiggling. That's just random. Anyways, kill that head crab, and just like I said, we'd be in this vent. Here we are. And if you remember, I am a janitor. My cleaning service is also improved to be vent cleaners. And if you don't know what I'm saying, it's from those joke videos I made about like parts of the Let's Play that just don't fit, but they're stupid little things I found. Anyways, this room right here we're going into is really just, it's all different. In Half-Life, it's just kind of a collection of vents everywhere with a couple of these guys. Here, there's still those guys, but the whole design is different. Here, you run up this, that explodes, you don't want none of that, so you go back down, switch this valve, and you turn off the thing after it explodes. In Half-Life, there's a couple more of those guys around here, but there aren't. We'll go up, and here we are. One thing, they use the wrong type of valve there. Like I said, I know the different types of valves. The type of valve you'd want to use there is one that's pressurized, where it works where as long as there's pressure, the valve stays open. So the second pressure is lost, it closes. You'd have it pressurized by a gas, and you just have the gas pressurizing it. That's the kind of valve you'd use. It's just one of those, like, you know, I know that because it's my job. But it's just stupid. So here we are. Plop down.
Freeman! Good heavens! You gave me quite a scare.
Don't count on the cavalry finding us down here, Doc. We gotta head for the surface.
But with all the elevators out of order.
We can still climb.
I love how dramatic that is. We can still climb. We're going to backtrack a bit and grab all my allies. Where'd they go? Oh, they're probably by the vent.
It's rather stimulating, don't you?
What? They're gone. Huh.
All right, I'll hold down this. Let's do this.
Weird. Where did they go? Oh, there they are.
I'm ready.
What's the extension
Let's
for
do this
technical
before I
support?
lose
Let's
my
go
nerve.
for it.
I'm ready. Let's do this before
Lead
I
the
lose
way,
my nerve.
Freeman.
I got like a whole goddamn posse. Look at this. This is great. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about those guys in Half-Life, though. I think I said that. But the ones in Half-Life, the AI is too bad. So if we rush over here, you usually be popping through here, and there he is.
Watch out!
These guys are like zombies.
It's just a G-Man appearance. Go ahead and let my posse kill that shit.
Well, you get points for
Alright,
Hey, I got one.
continuing on.
Like that.
Enemies spawn up in the glass. Just like Half-Life. This is different. There's an enemy in there before, like a scientist jumps out of there like, don't die and stuff. Here, this guy doesn't pop out of the wall. I loved how he used to pop out of the wall.
Jump across that shaft. I failed physical education.
I kind of
That means I'm playing babysitter.
I didn't get those speeches last time, so I kind of talked over them.
You think this is the right way out?
Well, that's a nice. They like actually sit down and stuff. Is cool. Small little detail. I don't think this was in Half-Life. There's like a little overlook of the cafeteria. Looks nice. You know, I drink a cola and a hamburger and taco and whatnot. Drink a hamburger,
How
sure.
many of our crew have died?
Anyways, here we go. We're gonna do this part. This is stresses me out every time. Quick save. All right. Woo. One evil thing.
I can't hold on much longer. Help!
You can shoot him, and he dies. But Half-Life, he'll just fall naturally. Like he's like, oh, one hand, and he falls. Oh, I hate those. Oh, that was weird. Can't use those. I didn't notice them before, so I was just checking. All right, so we're gonna have to jump across. Shit, shit, shit.
Major fracture detected.
That's not quick load.
Automatic medical systems engaged.
All right, I'm gonna be editing this up a bit.
Administered.
Alright, so the one thing I try to do is keep these mostly unedited, but every now and then stuff happens. So here we are back at the same spot. We're going to try this once again. Okay, what are we standing on? Oh, whew. I thought I was going to die. Anyways, go and continue up. There's no stairways in the Half-Life one. It's all different. But you still break into an elevator and plop in. And the game will save finally. That was a long one. I lost all my posse too. So sad. I'm just waiting for it to load, and then that'll be it. Till next time, it's WhyBeAre. See ya.